Mike McCarp has officially apologized to Kaizer Chiefs management together with Kaizer Jr. Mutaung. This is because of the story of Sipombule and how it quickly deteriorated and got out of hand. And that's a story that I want us to talk about. The story that started very nicely where Mike McCarp was setting the record straight, but because of the manner in which things happened, things went out of hand. Now, let me give you details without just wasting much of your time. Mike McCarp posted the following. It was on the 8th of June 2025 at about 7:56 p.m., meaning 4 minutes to 8 p.m. on June 2025. That is yesterday, by the way. He then posted the following and said, "Let me set the record straight. Sipombule has been offered to Kaizer Chiefs. It is up to the club to make the decision. We need to respect that decision." It did not sit well with a lot of people. Some accused him of this, others of that. He defended himself and said this, and said that, and said this, and said that. The ultimate and the bottom line is that it did not end well. Is Sipombule coming to Kaizer Chiefs or not? Okay, allow me to take you into a journey. Somebody then responded to that setting of the record straight by Mike McCarp. He said, "In my view, this was a serious misstep, Mike. You have potentially jeopardized Sipombule's prospect, as the family may now perceive this as an ambush or an attempt to sway public sentiment, given a strong admiration of your client enjoy from most Kaizer Chiefs supporters." Mike McCarp says, "Kaizer Chiefs is a professional football club and their decisions will be based on what they think is best for the club. I am not trying to influence anything. Realistically, no matter what I say, I will never please everyone. My job is to do the best for my clients while respecting the football clubs I deal with." With that being said, one will look at this and say, to say this on Twitter that you have offered him to Kaizer Chiefs, it ignited the interest and the conversation around Mbule, so much so that even if a club somewhere else, even if it's not necessarily Kaizer Chiefs, but they will now be forced to think about it and say, maybe, just maybe. Then somebody commented and said, "You are influencing here. Knowing how Chiefs fans are, they will exert pressure on the management." He responded by saying, "No football club anywhere in the world that is professionally run will be influenced by the wishes of their supporters. I say this with the utmost respect to all supporters who are so important to the club they support. The game of football has changed over the years, and recruitment today is mainly based on statistical analysis and real value that a player can add to the team. Emotions do not play a part in this process in modern football. So to suggest that I make a statement to influence the outcome of a deal shows little to no respect for the football club you support." I don't know about this, but I can sit here and say, Mike, I think this person is right to say posting this on social media. It might have, to be quite honest. But yeah, we'll continue with the conversation. I think we need to start here. If you are not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Come on, good people, because to subscribe it is free. To like the video, it is free. To comment in the comment section below, it is free of charge. To click the notification bell, it is free of charge. To share this video, it is free of charge. To watch this video until the end, it is free of charge. Also, good people, come on, to watch the ads, it's free of charge, and that's how you financially contribute to this YouTube channel. Speaking about financially contribution to the channel, you can become a member of this YouTube channel from as little as 20 Rand a month. You can also use the Super Thanks button. In case you don't want to do that, guys, there is a way where you can use my media company banking details to donate to the channel, and you know what I'm saying, we'll bring you more. And also, guys, want to buy more equipment. So, the power is in your hands. Please do the honorable thing as we proceed. Okay, let's proceed. Another person says, we understand you are in business, but I hope at Kaizer Chiefs Jr., you don't fall for that. That man doesn't say anything about programs is helping him with to better himself. He's just looking for his signing fee. He's trying to mobilize gullible fans to put pressure on you. Please don't. Then Mike Macabre responded, please don't make a comment without knowledge of facts. First and foremost, we are interested in the well-being of our clients. Do you honestly think that we could be in this business for 28 years if we do not do our best for our clients? We are not perfect, but true to our principles. Things were bad. Somebody commented and said, I hope lessons have been learned here, sir. Macabre, and in future we do this most difficult thing. Don't chase the package. KK also struggling at that club because they sign players they don't need to kill the competition. Who's KK? But yeah, Mike Macabre himself responded and said, evening Dino. What people need to understand is that there are three parties in every deal. Where a player is under contract, it's the player, the selling club, and the buying club. Unless all three agree, deal can't be done. Football transfers are incredibly complicated. He's going to prove this point as we go ahead. He's going to prove this point. But then somebody commented and say, but he was boiling at Sundowns, Sekhukhune United anyway. His agent must clean his mess. They don't. It was boiling. Okay, they don't advise these boys accordingly. Chiefs must show this Mickey finger. Why didn't he offer a player firstly before taking him for Sundowns? He has already changed that. He has already said that. Look, in other words, he's already said that the reason that player is at Kaizer Chiefs is because a Super Sport or Sundowns is because he wanted to be there. Yeah, right. Then let's proceed. And then somebody says, to Mike, you are basically saying no player is forced to sign to a team he doesn't want to play for. This reminds me of Sipesihle Ndlovu. He refused Sundowns and chose Pirate when leaving Maritzburg. So the player has the final say. My cap says correct. Another person says, as much as I would love to have Mbule at Chiefs, Mara, I will not allow myself to be used by Mike Macabre to put pressure at Kaizer Chiefs Jr. Never. Mike desperately wants his move for Mbule. He knows we are able to put pressure on management as fans. He thinks we do not sign him. Mbule. Then Mike Macabre commented and said, you clearly don't know me. I have been in this industry for three decades and I do not need to manipulate any deal. I was asked a question and I gave an honest answer without any hidden agenda. Then Mike Macabre reposted something. There's a player, Osman, Nigeria. Osman rejected a deal to Al Hilal where a club to club they have agreed. So both two clubs have agreed that this player must be signed for this fee or a fee of £75 million. But the player says, nope, I'm not going. So in other words, he's proving this point that Aboteba Homokwena, when they signed for Sundowns, Mbule, when they signed for Sundowns, it's because they wanted to. If they didn't want to, it means that they wouldn't have signed for Sundowns. What we are learning from this is that the players that we think they were forced to Sundowns from Supersport, actually they wanted to go to Sundowns. So when the player complains about Sundowns, they wanted to be there. It's just that things didn't work out the way they thought it will. Nonetheless, Mike Macabre or somebody says again, I'm starting to feel I believe people wanted him not to say a thing or don't want to deal don't want the deal to happen so they can be on his case. As always, our beloved team have problem with some fans thinking they are actually okay with saying whatever our team has a problem. Okay, Mike McCup says, thank you for the kind words at Eddie Matlabe. I reacted in an emotional manner without giving enough thought as to how it will be seen by all the stakeholders at Kaizer Chiefs. I apologize to SD at Junior. SD stands for SD, I'll remember now. SD at Junior Kaizer Motaung and the club. It was never my intention to create any problem. Konja Kaizer Motaung occupy which position? Kaizer Junior Motaung, SD. What's this? Abbreviation for SD, man. Oh, you will remind me in the comment section below. It's fine. Is Sporting Direct? Yeah, Sporting Direct. Okay. The last one again. But Messi has been offered to us. Admin. Kaizer Chiefs management, they wanted the admin. Hey, up. Up. Hello, Sego. Hi, navigate Kaizer ngithi. Outing ibambe la. Anengijele nithini? I want to hear that in the comment section below. Tell me your thought and your opinion about everything. See you on the next episode. But until then, please take care.